The following commentary is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions shared aren't personal, often said in jest, and have no merit in the real lives of the cast members. With that being said, let's binge, let's banter, and most importantly, let's move on. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie, for those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Games Season 2, Episode 1. I cannot promise that I will get the episode out every day on the day that I post, but we're gonna try as best as we can. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Just a reminder, because the fandom has just been crazy these last 2 years, disrespect will not be tolerated. This is all supposed to be fun and games. Let's keep it that way. Okay, so let's meet the cast very quickly here. Most of these people, we know who they are, so I'm not gonna do a deep dive on who is who. I'm sure you can find that information online. So we're gonna start with KK. She was from US Season 5. I personally believe she ruined her Love Island experience by following a waste man off the villa, but hey, it is what it is. Next we have Andrea. She was from US Season 6. She was committed to Rob, who made a big stink about leaving with her just for him to stay. Then we have Andreina, who was from US Season 7. We literally just saw her 2 seconds ago, but she said that the guys who have slid in her DMs are Johnny, Josh, and Tyreek. The last two are actually on this season. Tyreek is from UK Season 10, who mentioned that, you know, the US might have a bigger budget, and that's to be noted because he said he wouldn't do Love Island again until they threw a big bag at him. Next is Lucinda. She was from UK Season 7 and Australia Season 5. Her voice is nowhere near as annoying as the first time we met her, and I love that for me. Next is Kendall. He's from US Season 6. He's very cozy with Lucinda quickly, and I'm thinking, all y'all did was meet at Coachella? I don't know. Feels like there's a little bit more going on there with them. But anyways, he says he has no luck finding love. And I'm here like, well, hold on now, because on the reality recap, which you guys should be subscribed to if you guys rock with me, we saw him kicking it with a girl named Alana on Beyond the Villa, and she was very keen, and he was the one being weird with her. But okay. Then we have Zay. He is from US Season 4. He is known for having a wandering eye, even with the girl he left the villa with. She is from Belgium and Netherlands. Taught herself English through media, which is why she has an American adjacent accent. And fun fact, she's a virgin. Next is Mert. He is also from Belgium and the Netherlands Season 2 and 3. He actually won Season 2 and came back as a Casa boy, I think, in Season 3. Next is Nicola. She's from Malta Season 1. She's open to love, but she's claiming that she's going to be focused on the money, although she's not very sporty. Then we have Chris from US Season 7. I'm just like, why is this man harassing my screen again? I would prefer you to be overseas playing ball, but all right. Then lastly, we have Josh from US Season 3. He unfortunately did not get to finish out the season because he was taken out of the show after he learned news of his sister passing. So now he's trying the show again. So this year things are a little bit different, okay? We actually get to watch the show in real time, which I appreciate because then our voice matters. Well, not really mine because I can't really vote for my country, but you know, y'all in the US of the A. You are able to vote for couples who you enjoy for whatever reason that may be. Or if you are a couple who is playing the game, you can earn your safety by winning, which I think is good. I think sometimes the strategy really screwed over like fan favorites. So if there's a combination of both where you can keep fan favorites and you can also keep like the strategist people, the people who are good at challenges and stuff, I think that's a nice little mix. We also learned that this is going to be the biggest prize fund of Love Island Games, or of Love Island, period. They are fighting for $250,000. So if they're really trying to push this whole "are you here for love or the games" thing, I think ramping up the prize fund, that'll do it. On to the first challenge. I'm not really gonna nitpick on everything that was going on, just the things that stuck out to me. We have Lucinda, who was in the lead until the slime pit, where Andreina kind of took the lead after that, and she finally got to have her kiss with Tyreek. Andrea did very well in her heat, but she was having a wardrobe malfunction, unfortunately for her. Tyreek decided to save KK, which is unexpected because he came in having his eyes on Andreina and stuff. So he's definitely playing the field for sure. Josh wasn't happy with Tyreek because he feels like he won because Josh found all of his hearts first. But listen, it's Love Island Games. You have the right to be ruthless. Speaking of ruthless, Zay had no problem doing whatever it took to win. And then we learned that in the results, Garby had the best time of every single person. Not only did she beat the women, she beat the men. We learned that the guy with the best time was Chris. Chris was like, oh yeah, this is a cakewalk. I would have beat everybody. It doesn't even matter who was here. Relax. And even the guys were like, hey, not too much. It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And you real cocky right now. You better be able to live up to, the words that you're saying. But anyways, they are given a choice to partner up with each other or pick somebody else based on whatever your rationale is. If you're choosing to couple up for love or choosing to couple up for strategy, right? And everybody is going to get this opportunity. So the next highest finishers, they get the same opportunity and so on and so forth. Why does Chris say, oh, he's going to pick somebody who's actually stronger mentally? And Garby's like, what makes you think I'm not strong mentally? Like, what the heck? And he's like, oh, just based on what I saw. And Chris, this actually was supposed to be your redemption. A lot of people thought that Chris was not a gentleman because he didn't carry Huda. I feel like there are other examples we can use than that. Like, let's be so for real. He had no business carrying that girl over the water, okay? But like, if you were trying to save your reputation, this isn't the way. But anyways, Gabri decides to couple up with Kendall. He had the worst time of the guys, unfortunately. Chris decided to couple up with KK. Tyreek was next. He coupled up with, who did he pick? I think he picked Andreina. Tyreek was getting some lip from Josh. Josh is still salty at the fact that Tyreek basically won because of him. Sweetie, it's Love Island Games. If you keep getting the guys' hearts, chuck them. I don't know. Like, do something. Don't now be salty because you handed somebody else the win. Anyways, yeah, Tyreek picked Andreina and Andrea picked Josh. I thought that was interesting because personally, I think that her partner last year is somewhat of a sore loser. And it seems like Josh is also a sore loser. What is it that Cat Williams said? You have, what did he say?
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
And that's how I feel about Andrea, child. Baby girl, let's pick somebody else. Lastly, we have Nicola and Mert. Nicola picks Zay and Mert picks Lucinda. And it is to be noted that Lucinda had the worst time of the girls. So now everybody's mixing and mingling, they're getting familiar with the villa. Why is Chris gonna take some people aside to say, hey, let me show y'all my house. Welcome to my house. I don't know, is it just me feeling a way about Chris? I don't know. And mind you, this is a personal opinion. Y'all don't have to get your panties in a bunch over my thoughts on Chris. If y'all like Chris, love that for you. For me, I don't know. I don't know. Moving on. We see Tyreek and Andreina get really comfy cozy on, the couches. We know that they've been talking on the outside, so now this is their opportunity to solidify something on the inside.
You better pick me.
I think that was a hard choice, man. You weren't the greatest, so you come 5th out of 6. Forget the challenges. We're in a couple.
You have a beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you. Why you always look at me like you want to eat me, but then you always play it cool?
Tyreek is definitely doing what he does. I mean, on his own season, he knew Ella from the outside, was making a connection on the inside, but he also didn't want to just be upfront and honest and to say, hey, I like you, I want to pursue you. Like, he's too cool for school. He cannot do that. He has to keep you on the hook, make you feel like, there's a little bit of competition, so you got to work for his affection. I guess it works for some people. It's working on Andreina. All right, girl. I hope this is just like a fun time for her. And she's not actually seeing some real romantic potential between her and Tyreek. Because as of right now, baby girl, that would be a waste of time. Mert and Lucinda have an interesting conversation where they're very clearly not fully understanding each other. And I can't decide if it's like endearing or irritating.
I had the eye on you, yeah.
You had to what?
The eye on you.
English is like your third language.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Your eyes look very green.
Thank you.
I have also something different in my eyes. Because the sun is there, then you can see it better.
I thought you were going to propose or something.
For now, I'm going to say this is cute. I've liked Lucinda over the last few years. You know, she wasn't really my favorite in her first season, but in Australia, I took a liking to her a little bit more. The voice change did help a lot. If you know, you know. And seeing her with Mert is cute. They didn't really talk about anything, but yeah, you know, I'm not mad at it. Now, she says that she's kind of done with the too cool for school kind of guy. She wants somebody who's like goofy and nerdy and a little bit more like down to earth or whatever. Mert doesn't give that off in terms of his appearance, but how he talks and how he speaks to the women and how he talks about himself makes me feel like she is a better option than the person who Lucinda was with last time we saw her, which was with Zach, right? So I'm not mad at it. Chris and KK talk about KK's perseverance both in the game they just played and on her season of Love Island.
Because I saw how hard you was pushing the whole time. I'm not gonna fanboy, but you really went through some shit. You gonna be a ride or die like type of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That man is fun. Communication is key, so we're miles ahead of the other couples, if you ask me.
I'm kind of like meh when it comes to them. You know, she likes him a lot. She's geeked in the beach hut, and I said, baby girl, don't get too excited now, because the problem with KK's experience the first time is that she locked in very quickly with somebody who was not yet serious with her. And so unfortunately she was heartbroken both in the villa and outside the villa by the same guy. Like, let's temper ourselves. I just saw TikToks of her not too long ago talking about how she's learned from her past experience and how she's grown. Let's see the growth, baby. Let's see the growth. I really want her to succeed. I just don't see it between her and Chris, to be honest with you. Literally, twos. Chris is talking to the guys, talking about, yeah, you know, I think she's just focused on the love a lot, and I came here for the game. Sweetie, she came in saying that she wants a love connection. In that conversation, it was clear she's looking for a love connection. Do not be confused that she's leaning into the love connection. You knew that. So if you're not trying to give that to her, either make it clear or clear the way. Josh and Andrea are one of the couples who are definitely leaning into this love connection that they could have. Josh was clearly feeding for a kiss all day long, and he finally got it.
When you walked in, I was like, what?
I'm obsessed with eyes. Like, I love light eyes. Mine to me are just brown. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you say like your type is? Like, what do you say? I know blondes, obviously.
I used to have a type for sure. Like, everyone would look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I joke around and say my type is like peace of mind.
I do love like physical touch to like a degree. Like, too much grope and it's like...
So you don't want to kiss me? That's what you're saying?
Just wanna feel you closer.
So Josh was talking about how much he's grown since the last time we saw him. I feel like he's coming across more immature now than before. Was it just because he locked in with Shannon quite quickly and so we actually didn't get to see too much of him after the fact? I also feel like, was he on when CBS did the challenge? Y'all let me know if I'm right. But yeah, he just seems very horny. very horny and very like, ooh, like his ego is so fragile. I don't know. Ariana comes back and she made an observation that everybody seems to have picked a partner based on love more than the games. So, because this is Love Island Games, she sends in 2 heartbreakers to come in and, you know, spice up the villa a little bit.
I've got 2 words, baby. Daddy's home. If I find love along the way, it's a bonus, baby. I ain't playing around this time. I'm here to win.
Solène, I did the Love Island France. I love to win. I do what I want. Sorry, not sorry.
Solène is absolutely who she thinks she is. She's absolutely who she thinks she is. Oh my gosh. The girl came in and she was kissing up everybody, which they're supposed to do. Well, actually, they were given a choice to kiss whoever they wanted and ultimately couple up with who they wanted. Both of them decided they're going to kiss everybody. She was giving them the business. Oh my gosh. She saved Mert for last, and the way that they were just going in, I said, my God. Wow. Wow. If you've been here for a long time, you know that I complain about us losing the art of kissing. Solène has it. She definitely does. She definitely does. Then we have Charlie. Charlie's also making his rounds around the villa. Why was Josh upset at the fact that when he was picking, who's he with, Andrea, that he didn't look him in the eyes? He ain't come here for you. If I'm not mistaken, Charlie saved Andreina for last, and he tells her, this is what we could have had on our season. Correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am. Did they meet during the show? Maybe at the reunion, but like, did they? I thought he left well before she even came. But okay, sure. It comes time for Solenn and Charlie to make their picks, right? Charlie picks Andrea. Cool, whatever. Solenn, the way she went about her, this girl is ruthless.
You're scared to look at me.
You know what? Maybe Love Island Games just isn't for me.
Match your dresses also.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really felt bad for Lucinda. She's actually having such a hard day. Like, I'm so sorry, girl. Rough night. Rough night. However, Solenn, I love me a strategist. I love me a game player. A ruthless one at that. When the show calls for it. Regular Love Island, I don't want to see it. Love Island Games, give it to me. Solenn is giving it to me. Ooh, yes. I loved it. So the Islanders who are now vulnerable, which is Josh and Lucinda, they have 2 days to pass on the necklace to somebody else. At the end of the 2 days, they're going to have a dumping, and the people who are wearing the necklace are going to be vulnerable. I'm assuming they'll be the people dumped, because why be vulnerable and not go home after 2 days of getting time to, you know, move around the villa? I'm assuming those people will be dumped, right? In the preview, we see that an ex, we don't know who, is going to come in and shake up the villa. So you guys let me know who you think is going to be the next bombshell. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.